All right, so this is 39, and I kind of did some stuff ahead of time here. What I'm going to do is I'm going to make up a radius. Maybe it's 4. I'll plug that in. So now I become x squared plus y squared equals 16. I'm going to solve for y so that I can push some buttons in a calculator. All right, I did that. If you do a zoom 6, you won't actually see a circle. You'll see what looks like an ellipse. That's because it's not a square window. So actually, to see the circle, you've got to do a zoom 5. And the calculator just doesn't have the pixelation to actually draw a circle. You always see the gap. There's nothing you can do about it. You have to do it as two separate equations to see the circle on a calculator. Now, here's what we're going to do. We only want to touch this circle one time. That's it. So if this is my b value, all right, remember I said my radius was 4. I would say that b is twice of 4, which is 8. I'm going to put that right there. I'm going to go to my TI-84 and I'm going to go to y equals, and I'm going to type in 2x plus 8. I was actually tempted to do the math on this one, but it was pretty brutal. So I just figured I'd show you how to cheat with a calculator, because you may not know. Not that guy. That guy hits twice. All right, the next one is root 5r. So root 5 times 4, because the radius was 4, graph. This should be it. I did the math earlier. Oh, I forgot the 2x, didn't I? And Milbrath. 2x plus root 5. I was just so happy to be done with this problem. 4. Graph. Here comes my line. That's it. Yeah, and it kind of looks like it might touch it twice, doesn't it? Let's zoom in. There's the circle. Line should be coming through in just a moment. It's at once. Choice B all day long. All right, last one. What is the distance from the origin to the line with the equation? Now, here's the thing about distance. It's always the perpendicular path. That's the deal. Let's just do a graph just for why not. If you do y equals mx plus b, this is 6y equals negative 5x plus 30. This is y equals negative 5 sixths plus 5. You forgot my x. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And that's going to fall 5 and run 6. Just going to put you down there. There's your line. What we want is we want the perpendicular path. Now remember, this is y equals negative 5 sixths of x plus 5. The perpendicular path would have a slope of 6 fifths because of the whole opposite reciprocal ideas. That would be the deal. And since it passes through the origin, this line's equation is y equals 6 fifths x, nothing more. What we're going to do is we're going to find this ordered pair here by setting those two things equal to each other. 6 fifths x equals negative 5 6x plus 5, and why not? I'm tired. I don't want to do algebra right now. I'm trying to show you how to cheat with a TI-84. We've got 6 fifths of x, and the other one, if I did my math right, is negative 5 sixths of x plus 5. Zoom 6 her. Of course, you won't get the pretty answers, will you? I almost don't want to teach this because you don't get the pretty answers. But whatever. Second trace 5. Enter, enter, enter. And there she is. And let me copy those down real quick. I kind of want to spend some time and do this one properly in just a minute. Just because it should be done properly. It's worthy of being done properly. And what we're going to do here is we're going to do a little distance formula. You've got 1 point here at 0, 0, and then you've got this guy, which goes right there. All right. So if we do some distance formula, which you all know, we'd have the square root of that funky decimal squared plus that other funky decimal. Unless we have a really good test maker here, we shouldn't have a problem getting the answer. I got 3.8411. 3.8411, that's what I got. I'm going to just type in choice D for no good reason. Let's see how lucky I am. I actually don't have any idea if it's right or not. I just kind of think it might be. Hey, look at that. That was 100%. That's got to be it, doesn't it? Nothing else should be even close. Like I said, unless we have a very good test maker here. Yeah, he's not that good. Although that one's close, isn't it? Let's see what that one is. 32 root 61 over 61. Which one's closer? I'm looking for 3.841106. Yeah, it's not it. It was choice D. And again, I do feel this one should be done by hand. So let's go back up here where I was. This is not a hard skill for you kids. If we add 5/6, here's the problem. I'm too tired to do this stuff in my head. So let's just take 6/5 and add 5/6. It's all out on the world. Milbrath don't care that he's tired. 61/30 of x is going to be 5. And then we'll take our 5 and we'll divide it by that thing. And we'll get that the x value is 151/60th, 150/61. 61st. And we'll put that right there. And the y value is 180/61. And then we'll do what we just did. We'll figure out that the distance is 150/61 squared plus 180/61. I don't know why I'm saying 61 squared, which is just going to be hideously large, isn't it? Look at how they simplify the radicals. Isn't that impressive on them? I think it's impressive. Well, let's see, you square 61. You'd have to do that twice because it's 61 squared. No, you wouldn't. They're both over 3720. And you got what, 150 squared plus 180 squared, 54,900. Let's see, root 371 ought to be 61 because it took a 61 squared to get you there. And 54,900, I am guessing, is divisible by 61. It is. It's root 900 times 61. And root of 900 is 30. So 30 root 61 over 61. Like I said, it was worthy of being done. And anyways, it agrees with what I got in the TI-84. So there you go. Moral of the story, learn how to use a TI, and 84 because they are impressive. And once you learn how to use one, you can answer just about anything. And that's kind of what we actually try to really teach, you know. But you have to do a lot of it by hand to get some of those concepts down. You have to learn how to draw, realize what you're doing. That's what math really is. It helps if you're good with numbers, because then it makes more sense. Anyways, done with the TMTA pre-calc video, which means Algebra 2 is next.